Yeah, it's good. It's good being the active one, but the problem is you didn't get to be active. I mean, in place of Asura, I don't know if he's strong or not, but the Kratos that I know is killing gods, so I hope he could take down Asura. Well, at least just what I hope, you know. I could be wrong, but at the same time, it's not a bad choice.
Kratos versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Cause sometimes you just wanna punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Is this Ashura? Because I didn't know that Kratos have that kinds of backstory.
Starting a whole messy
Oh,
cycle.
it is.
Uranus was overthrown by his
It actually is Kratos. I just totally forgot now. Wow.
Titan son Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son Zeus, who battled his own son Kratos.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan
Classic.
mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle,
So
until finally
classic,
cornered
though.
by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A
Oh.
deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by
Wait. That problem is puzzle me because from what I remember, it's not his accidentally. It's just that the guy name I forgot, but he actually the one who did it. Wait, what? The whole thing just got destroyed. I don't know, halfway or midway, but well, let's see. I don't know if we just come across as crazy on the way here. I don't know, but the problem is I already live. So is it okay? Okay. Even if it's not okay, I do not care. Why? This is my fucking first live stream. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna post it, and that's about it.
ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the ghost of Sparta.
So, he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were
Yeah, the guy actually controlled him to kill his wife and daughter, from what I know, and then he angry and spoiler alert, murder her.
wrapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it, too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Yeah,
Even his
see,
grandpa-
I think Ashura is a little bit underhanded from what I know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just that people doesn't know him. But I don't actually believe that he could matching Kratos. But maybe I'm just too uncultured. You guys could correct me when you see the fucking
Happy
result.
Kronos failed to stop him.
But
You
first,
know,
I
the
don't
guy
think.
who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
But first, I don't actually think that Ashura's gonna win. Maybe it's actually is the Ashura W because uh most of the time when Death Battle do this stuff, they just first show the unimpressive one, and then they show the impressive one.
causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat,
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife.
Somehow is an understatement. First of all, I didn't really hate that stuff because it's a myth, it's a mythical thing, mythology thing. But the problem is, it's just from south to north, maybe from Zeus to Odin. I wait, it's those two? I don't think those two are from the same universe, the same mythology though. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm detectiving it too
buddy.
much.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape
That's
his
it?
past mistakes.
Okay.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos,
I hate when that Leviathan axe came because most people forgot to use the blade, the stupid ass blade. That it's cool, and also it's actually really freaking cool. People stop using it because the blade is coming. It's annoying. It really is.
the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
It just fucking throws it and comes back. That's about it. What the fuck are you even talking about? It's just ass. It's fucking ass. Do you even play fucking... Oh my god, it's annoying.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he
Oh.
straight up heals himself.
Holy-
That seems like the opposite.
Yeah. That actually doesn't... Well, first of all, it doesn't look good on the game, maybe when we played, but I think if we're talking about like mythology where he's super angry to the point that he healed himself, I think that's freaking good, man. That's actually so good.
Of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the World Tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
Some people, by the way, noticed that I played game. Okay, it's just fucking off, man. What the fuck's going on? Some people just see me that I play game, and that's okay because I don't fucking care about the story. I just want to see the fighting. I mean, the story sometimes is impressive, but most of the time it's just annoying. Because, Death Battle doesn't just do the story, he do the number. They do the numbers. So, it just became simplistically annoying for detective. I mean, as good as I am.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like
Oh.
Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a.
I think I remember when Ymir tell Kratos that one time. It's so good, to be honest. Like, he told Kratos to tell his son that they are gods, because even if we're talking about something like normal people, right? If we didn't tell them that we're so high ranked, I think even though the ego, when they heard it, it's gonna be shut up to like 1,000. Even if it's true, I think we should tell kid, because the problem is, if we didn't tell them, when they know it themselves, it's gonna be ugly, man. It's gonna be fucking ugly. You don't want to see it. I myself even don't want to see it. Special Force. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's just new update. I don't care.
Bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
It's
This
short.
battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin Hood Gold,
Wait,
you
wait,
can
wait, wait. Let me see. Let me see it real quick. How long? For fuck's sake. I don't
now
know
enjoy
how
the
long.
VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions.
The privileges of the very privileged are no longer exclusive. With
Robin.
Robin Hood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%.
Plus, you also
Yeah.
get 4% APY on
Nobody
your
care
cash
about
and
that
non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any network.
The new gold standard is here with Robin Hood Gold. To receive your 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match and must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC. Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka.
The music though, the music is good. What the fuck?
After 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough.
7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy.
Let's continue. Like nothing
Formed
happened.
from human prayer. Mantra.
By advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness Mantra through a different emotion.
Wait, I forgot. From what I know, Asura is that like a cow in a cow on a loose, right? He's strong, but the problem is, it's just that could hit. Um, the problem is just that he's strong, but he's like super loose to the point that everybody just hate him. From what I know, from what I remember, maybe I don't know if it's actually true, but I hope it's true because oh my god, that's gonna be so good.
Affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the six-armed Vajra, a state
Yeah, the
powerful enough to
six-armed
subdue the
thing.
embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not.
Wait, gotta cut this part fucking out. Oh man.
Yet, of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Right.
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but
See?
not inherently evil, just like Asura himself.
Like, even if you call him not inherently evil, like if you were to piss him off, what the fuck he's gonna do? Like, he's gonna destroy your ass, bro. Meaning, even if you were to not be let's say, even if you're not if you're not be that bad of a person, if you were to be that a little bit bad, who's the fuck gonna care? Your ass, bro. Shut up.
He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra,
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge Mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander
Mantra.
Deus an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess Mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got
Let's be honest. It's not the god's fault that he has a bad name. It's because of fucking story, man. Every single story, God is gonna be the evil one. I hate to be that guy, but the problem is God's supposed to be good, bro. The word God is not supposed to be bad. If you don't believe in God, believe in something higher or something, just say that it's, if that being is so good, doesn't have a name, let's just call him God. God doesn't. I really. Why would I even explain this, bro? Why would I even explain this? Come on, man.
really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this.
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to
baby.
fly, harden his
Good,
fist
yeah.
to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid-fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything.
The problem about him is that the anger issues. So let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not. Like, I don't know how to help you, bro. You're just cooked.
That upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even
Yeah.
in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds
When you say total control, you mean he controlled his anger for like what? Huh? Like what? 1%?
even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels.
You know what annoying about it is? I'm talking about my game. When I change the trap, the fireproof, fire resistant into trap, there's no fucking trap. I feel fucking annoyed.
So high, even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms! His
What
mantra
the
form,
fuck?
finally, a power capable.
What, like, if you were to fight Kratos, Kratos gonna block your... Kratos gonna take, like, 1,000 arm before he wins? That's bullshit, bro. Well, I don't know if it's really that kinds of bullshit, but let's see.
Capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast!
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop!
No.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura
What?
his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the
What?
size of it. That thing
Bro, you're gonna die, man. You're gonna die. Now that I see it, I don't think Kratos gonna take a win. Because, you know, he been fighting with, like, what? Buddha? What the fuck?
can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all,
No.
his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet! Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars!
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was.
Like, who would in their right mind to take on the offer? I mean, you got so pissed to the point that you're gonna, take revenge, and suddenly someone says, "Oh, it's just a game, bro. It's just gonna test you. We're gonna make you an heir now." What the fuck is that kind of mindset, bro? Are they dumb? Seriously, are they dumb? This is good, by the way. This is not that good. Wait for me when I unlock the map, the stupid ass map where you could get any weapon and fight wave.
Was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive.
Holy
including
shit.
Asura.
Hey, as long
Wait,
as
what?
Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting.
Oh my god, now he... Damn, is his good, but the problem is his died. It just got a lot depressingly. Oh my... It just got a lot more depressing.
Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a
Yeah.
god I can get behind. This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action.
Oh my
With over 10
god.
million members and
Why?
billions of bucks in award
What the
winnings,
fuck is-
Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everyone.
It's simple. All you have to do is pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash.
And when you want to find non-standard options that are harder or easier to win, just look for the little goblins. Love those little guys.
The big game is almost here, so don't miss out on the last football game of the season with Prize Picks. Prize Picks is even giving away a free pick for the game. To win, one of the starting quarterbacks only needs to throw 1 yard.
But what if they don't?
Sorry?
What if they only threw it half a yard?
Then they wouldn't be in the big game.
Oh yeah, good point. I'm in.
Download the app today and use code DEATH to get $50 instantly after
Okay.
you play your first $5 lineup.
Yep, if you download the app and use code DEATH, you'll get $50 after your first $5 lineup.
Prize Picks, run your game. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
I think it's gonna be Kratos. Sorry. I'm gonna look really ignorant here, but I love Kratos more. Sorry. It's not that I hate him. It's just that oh fuck. I love Kratos more.
It's time for a dad battle!
I grew up in Kratos, bro. What the fuck do you expect from me? The animation is good. Okay. I mean, they both 3D, so it's easier to do, but still, bro. Okay, what? Now what?
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long.
Why?
You do not want this fight.
Ooh.
Run!
Bro, you don't have to run, to be honest. Well, you do because it's a god fight, but other than that, you don't have to do anything because Kratos doesn't go after your daughter. From what I know, he's he has uh he has a history of the whole, fucking the whole family up like straight, but it's just that I don't think that's one of the occasion. So ooh. Jesus. It's actually so good, to be honest. Pro using Goku sound, but I guess I love it.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up!
Oh.
Very well.
Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go! You let your wrath consume you, but the problem is his wrath is too strong. If his wrath isn't strong, I don't care, but it actually is so fucking strong. Woo, baby. Bro's been Bro's been imagining his own imagine Bro has been fighting his inner ghost, sorry. Bro has been fighting his inner ghost to the point that he just remembers his daughter out of nowhere. Like Kratos didn't do anything, okay? Nobody did anything. He just suddenly remembered his daughter and was like, oh my god, no way. So he's just gonna do his deed. Like, what? Okay, I'm gonna die.
This is not my end!
The upper hand here is that Kratos has known to be angry, so he learned to control his anger. But the problem is that even though he learned to control his anger, he doesn't have the power destructiveness of Asura, right? See?
forget, Titan. But you deserve a worthy end.
Okay, okay, what you gonna do? I'm gonna stop playing this. Well, that's a blunder, isn't it? Like, you have a good amount of destructive power, but the problem is, well, you just had a little bit of misstep. Why? Bro, you're so big. How the fuck could you even fight a fucking ant if the ant is moving like supersonic speed? What? Jeez.
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
Bro's been being negative too much. Yeah. Nobody told you that you're a monster. It's just that you didn't know the control of your power. So that's a monster. The moment you knows how to control it, you're not a monster, bro. Learn to control your anger, man. My
Well,
Kratos
I
got a
guess Asura's
win.
wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Yeah.
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoe-in for Asura.
Hmm.
Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That
Yep.
doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought
Ah.
and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda
Do
hard
you
to
guys even
quantify,
believe it?
but
Like,
that's
no, I'm
consistent
not
with the
talking about.
shockwaves the primordials caused.
Wait.
That's
Do you guys believe it? I'm not talking about the. I'm not talking about the thing that you do. I'm talking about. Do you guys believe that Zeus let those gods live because he couldn't do it? If he could do the. If he could do the things that the other gods did, I don't think he lets anyone live whatsoever.
spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
Yeah.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura
He
easily
doesn't.
takes experience. But when it comes to
Wait,
versatility,
wait. The problem is, even if he does has that control, his mind knows. I mean, like, it's easy to say that someone knows how to control their anger, but still angry. It's not. If you know how to control your anger, you're not gonna be angry like that. So, it's a down for Ashra. Even if he know how to control it, he's acting like he's angry. He's still fucking a cow loose. A cow on a loose. What the fuck do you expect?
He couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura is quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed.
Yep.
Versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
Yep.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match
Sorry,
the size
Horsey.
of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and
Bro,
Kratos
I'm gonna-
outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in
He actually did the impressive thing, but the problem is we see it on game, so we didn't look at it as much. But I think we should give an applause. Like, we should, because that's impressive for God of War Kratos, you know?
the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath too, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's The Sun Rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
But what if...
What? Alternate ending. Y'all, I'm gonna unlock this. I'm gonna unlock the bottom one. I'm gonna unlock this thing, all of it. but it's not gonna be easy. I'm gonna do it out offline. Well, I did it offline anyway. Fuck off.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
Spawn and Ghost Rider. I already watched it. Wow, this is actually good. What the fuck? Oh come on, why is there so much? Okay, that's actually good, but still though, why is this an alternate ending? What, just scared of a big fan or something? I think they scared of fans most of the time more than they scared of whatever that bullshit.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Well, that's about it, I guess.